So I wanted to show you a pretty incredible feature with Claude 2 that I ran yesterday, and I just needed to show you. So what you're looking at in front of you, this is a PDF. This is a case study that I teach. It's about re-engineering a traditional practice group to be more competitive and generate more profit while expanding its ability to, serve more clients in a more meaningful way to the clients. It's based on my work, and I teach this often. Now, this is in the labor and employment, specifically employment litigation context. Now, if I wanted to talk to another practice group, right, say IP or corporate or real estate, I could use this. It wouldn't be that difficult. We could extrapolate, but why? Why not change this so that it is a case study that is still fact-based, like the things in here actually happen, but I could change it in terms of context or segment, right? So make it about real estate or make it about an IP practice. It just might resonate better with the readers if I'm working with a bunch of IP lawyers. So I want to show you what Anthropic can do. So basically, now you can upload documents. So I uploaded this PDF directly into Anthropic, into Claude, right? And now I'm going to prompt it to basically review this case study and alter it from employment litigation into a new practice group. And then we're going to review it together and see how it does. Okay, so you see the prompt here. I just have, please change this case study from being focused on employment litigation, specifically single plaintiff litigation, to being based on commercial real estate, specifically leasing for fast casual food companies that are expanding rapidly throughout North America. Now, let's sort of see how fast this works and what we can come up with. So it's reading the PDF as we speak, and it's going to basically alter it to be focused on the real estate. So it's doing this, and I'm going to put this on pause until it gets through some of this. It probably won't rewrite the whole case study without prompting, but it will eventually, and I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so let's see how it did. So, look at this context window. It completely wrote the entire thing. This is something that GPT-4, OpenAI Plus, Bing Chat, any of the conversational, they just can't keep all this in memory. They're going to error out. And this handled it beautifully. And it maybe took a minute and a half. So just notice that right away. Okay, Linda is the co-practice group leader. And let's show you here. Linda is a co-practice group leader of labor and employment. Here was the original case study. And here it's now commercial real estate. Okay, well, we could probably do a find and replace. No big deal on that either, right? So let's go into this. If I break this down, everything that was sort of focused on employment law, employment litigation, even single plaintiff, has not just been changed like find and replace. It's actually been changed in terms of context. So here, the challenge, Linda's firm has built a strong CRE practice, commercial real estate practice, right? And it basically talked about fast casual food companies domain and really sort of start to break down the nuances of that practice versus what's in the original case study, which is the nuances of employment single plaintiff litigation practices. It's just truly remarkable. And because this is my own work, authored it, I'm doing this, I own the copyright and all that, I could change this to really fit any context. This is a teaching instrument. This is a way to adjust the teaching material to fit the audience. But just look at this. Look at what Anthropic, you can't do this in any other conversational AI right now, at least ones that are available to the public. And so this is a really, really strong use case and just shows you how fast this stuff is moving. So this is Claude 2 and totally worth checking. I want to share something else with you, that there's this other case study that I teach, and it has to do in professional services, but not directly in law firms. And so I uploaded that too, and just asked it to say, okay, change this from I forget the other professional services. It's like financial services or advising, CPA or something like that. And I was like, okay, change this to a small law office. It changed everything, the narrative, where the founders came from and all this. Again, look at this context. You can see I had to continue to prompt it, but I just said, this is terrific. Please continue. Completely changed. Even changing the schools, right? So I think in the original case study, it's some MBA program or something like that. Completely changed. I did not create this. This is all Anthropic doing this. A JD from Northwestern got the dates right. Basically talked about the challenges of being a solo practitioner, so on and so forth. So anyway, just mind-blowing stuff. While I'm here, I just want to run you through the paper, which I'll put a link to in the newsletter. But it's worth digging in here, even for the casual user, just so you understand some of the other back-end things. So here's a great picture of Claude in terms of its evaluations and how it's improving its helpfulness, reducing or becoming more harmless and becoming more honest. And there's models to basically evaluate this, in a non-proprietary way. So you're getting some true benchmarks. Some other things they're working on is obviously truthfulness, accuracy, improving this. Let's see, where's some other things? Obviously, multilingual translations. Look at all the foreign language that Claude generally can handle, and Claude2. This is for the legal professionals out there, those in the legal. So the multi-state bar exam performance. So Claude2 basically was able to score 76.5% on that, which is interesting. And then there's the GRE as well, verbal reasoning, quantitative still shows some challenges there, but analytical writing is very high as well. So a very interesting paper that sort of breaks down what's their unique approach to safety and truthfulness and bias, as well as performance. So that's Claude2. You definitely need to check it out. Sorry for those that don't have it yet outside the US and UK, but hopefully it's coming to you guys soon.